Richard Moran, and I'm a ceramist. And these are some of my pieces here. And I love this ceramic studio. It's just really great. We're able to create all kinds of things here.
Talk about your work.
Well, my work is based on an ancient Asian style where they used to cook in these pieces. So they all went to a point and they would stick them in the fire and cook in them. And eventually they developed into a more positive society and they started making decorative pieces. So I started from there and started doing my pieces. I tried to take those forms and develop them a little bit further into a different technique. So everything is hand-built and coiled.
And how is moving here and getting the opportunity to use the facilities, how has it changed your life?
Well, basically, I did do ceramics before I came here, but this has been great because it's available. They do great firing here. They have different kilns. It's a very good place to live.
And your work, it looks fantastic. What do your pieces sell for on average?
They sell anywhere from 3,000 down probably 150.
Tell us about your work.
Well, my piece is very traditional Korean, and I started and now I'm applying more contemporary techniques and ideas. So I really enjoy different glazes nowadays. So I'm exploring new glazes. Yeah. So.
Show me a traditional Korean piece.
There's certain shape we call maebyeong. Maebyeong is a Korea dynasty style and very narrow on the bottom, and then as you bring it up shoulder and it gets wider, and then you bring it in and then very small neck and then lips. So typical. The shape is more like this and then large and tall. That's very Maebyeong style.
And then show me where you're expanding, where you're going that's new and different for you.
More of a modern. It's a little bit more graphic kind of.
Are you having fun?
Lots of fun. When you do in the studio, when you do your work, it has such a therapeutic. You forget everything. You're concentrated, focused on what you are doing, and this is my lifeline, in a sense. It makes me feel very good, and then when you are finished with a certain project, and you see it's like it's a part of you.
How long have you lived in Laguna Woods Village?
5 years. I moved in 2010, and then this is my 15. And my husband passed away not quite 2 years ago. He was really 100%, 200% supporting husband. I was very lucky. I miss him very much, but I do my work. This facility is comparable with any university ceramic pottery studio. I'm very familiar with San Diego State. They have MFA program. I went to University, Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, where my husband taught. And then I was very familiar with their studio. This is just as good as any four-year college or university studio. As good, even more equipment, and then it's all free for the resident. And here in semester we pay nominal fee, $15, but all the glazes are provided. All you need is your 25-pound clay for a semester. So the instruction was given by professional instructors and professors, and very well organized. If you are a resident and you get lots of help, weekends you can come out and do your work, and we help each other. They can ask us we're the supervisors, so we can help them. And it's just a very well-run, any studio, ceramic studio like, yeah, beautifully run. And I think if you are a resident, you should take advantage of using this studio. Yeah. So even if you know nothing about, I don't know what to do. That's the person we needed. We can train you, we can teach you.
Okay,
So tell me about yourself.
my name is Carolyn Lindquist. I've lived in the village for approximately 20 years. And I came to clay because I was taking care of my parents before they passed. My father was an old football coach, and although his body went bad, his brain never did. And at 99, he was still giving me orders. I had 3 hours off per day, and I came over here and I bought clay and I just beat it up. And after a couple of years, I thought, well, maybe I ought to make something out of all this clay. And that's how I got started making little pots and little animals. And since I was at one time a kindergarten teacher, I sort of go to fantasy. I really don't care to make people look like people. I make them look like other things. Okay?
And describe your work that you're doing right now. What are we seeing here on the table?
These are snowflakes that are going to go on side of a box. I'll take you outside. I have two pieces in the window. One is a scholar sitting on a box, which is entitled Thinking Outside of the Box. And then I have one called My Painted Pony, which is just that, a pony with flowers.
And where do these ideas come from?
Usually while sitting on the john. I don't know why.
And how long does it take to go from the thought to creation?
Oh, I plan things, I sketch, and then I bring it over here. Usually about a day or so, but getting it all the way. I mean, I made a big black pig that took 4 months because her legs kept falling off. But now she's beautiful, she's black, she wears pearls, she has a tutu, and she rides a silver skateboard with diamond wheels.
There's a picture of him there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that picture. So, when you got that pig done, how did it make you feel?
Really good, except there is a story about her. I started it out because I wanted crown molding in my living room, and I figured if I saved up in a big piggy bank, I could get my crown molding. But by the time I got her finished, I looked in the mirror one day and decided what I really needed was a facelift. So I'm still saving.
I love being down here.
Why?
I really do.
Yeah.
Because there's so many friends here. There's people to talk to. It's fun. We laugh a lot. We cry a lot. We throw clay a lot. It's great. Great for the soul.
And how is it? It's good for your soul. Is it helping you thrive in other ways besides your soul?
Well, yeah, I guess so. It also takes a little bit of energy. You've got to stay in shape to throw. I mean, even throwing on the wheel, you need muscle.
And clay comes in 25-pound boxes.
Yeah.
Is this your work right here?
This is mine, yeah. It's only been fired once.
Okay.
But this is fired with a liquid clay on it, which is blue.
Okay.
We have many different colors, and this has none on it. This will have glaze on it, and then I'll wash the glaze away from here, and it remains in the cracks.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm going to do it in black and white.
And when they get done, how do you feel when it's a completed work?
It's a finished feeling. It feels good. Really.
Are you critical? Is it
We tend to be critical of our own work.
Yes.
very much so.
You know how you could have made it better, right?
Uh-huh.
Always.
But nobody else notices it but you
No.
probably, right?
That's what I tell people. Don't tell me your mistakes or your where it's no good, because it looks great to me. So to the naked eye, it looks wonderful, but you know where the errors are, and you try to perfect that.
And why is the studio so important for the village?
Oh, wow. People get to know people. It's a wonderful social outlet. It really,
Yeah, we
truly
have great
is.
parties.
Yeah, we have good parties. We really do.
How long have
So-
you lived in the village?
I moved here in '98 and moved away. I ran away and got married in 2002 and came back in 2006. I have been living in Laguna Woods almost 10 years. So I started coming here when I moved here the last time. And I've been enjoying this experience very much, and come over here several times a week and spend a half a day or so snowing. So
Mind if I ask how old you are?
I'll be my birthday is October 14th, 1933, so I'm just over 82.
Okay.
And still growing.
Right. And how important
It's a-
is this studio for you, for your life?
It's very important, but because all the facilities, not only the tools and the environment is ideal for doing creative work. We all independently work on our own thing or take classes, which is I take sculpting and have taken a lot of life drawing and jewelry and lapidary and just for fun. And I have sold some work down at the gallery in Laguna Beach.
Tell me about this piece that you're working on right now.
Well, we had a live model. She is a beautiful model, and the exercise for 5 weeks she posed every Wednesday, and I'm finishing up some of the details, but the basic exercise was to sculpt the model, the pose, and drape. I haven't finished the drape, which is pretty simple, but it's important to get the proportions right, and the pose is near where she was sitting. She was sitting on a tall stool, and I have had a lot of fun with her. But the most fun is with live models. We have male and female models, and we have an excellent sculptor instructor. We call him the maestro.